I tried to escape Oregon more than once, and while there are several things we need to do to set ourselves up for success when we want to uproot and reestablish our life elsewhere, the most foundational and the most important survival one is money. Often your typical success guru, or just go for it, say you don't need that much, go figure it out. Wrong. Because it sounds nice on paper, sounds like, oh, it's an adventure, we'll figure it out, the universe always give. Maybe, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For most people, it doesn't work. I knew it by my own experience. I knew it by other people's experience. And I saw it more than once. Usually, the best course of action, or recommendation rather, is either have a specific amount of money with you, or have a specific source of income. I can tell you what having money with you is always good, always important. But unless you have, you just exited and sold your company and you have millions, or you have a trust fund which gives you a few grand every month, those money will run out. And often I saw some expats, people who seemingly have money, they have some money, but at the same time we're not even sure for how long we will have it. And here I'm talking about dudes of hundreds of thousands who are like in their 50s or something. Because things happen, and not knowing how long we will live. And again, those gentlemen generally don't take a good care of themselves. But still, 200k sounds like a lot until you plan to live for 35 more years, and you don't know what types of health issues will come through, so it's not that much. So the best thing is actually having A, some source of income, transferable one, and B, monetizable skill. Often in Asia, for example, what people are doing come through, become English teachers. English teacher is not necessarily a bad thing, because just for survival, it's decent. I always kept it as my backup plan, never had to use it. But relying on that, I mean, why are you uprooting? Just having a regular 9 to 5, just possibly in a slightly nicer environment. If this is what you want, I mean, it's totally fine with it. But don't trick yourself thinking it's okay, I will just pick that up, I will figure it out. I mean, you can potentially figure it out. 2 examples. I found a job when I used to live in Vietnam during COVID, in marketing, in office, not even English teacher, in 4 days. I saw a post, I applied, take home task, did it fantastically, packed my stuff, moved from one smaller city to a bigger city 300 kilometers away. Got a job. Mind you, COVID times, it actually was much easier than in Oregon, despite having a degree, having experience, being a citizen, blah, blah, blah. And that's actually funny, I find it hilarious. Similar experience when I used to live in Estonia, already post-COVID, it was like towards the end of a COVID. I was able to find a job in an office, and it wasn't looking, well, I wasn't looking for one. No, let me scratch that. I was looking for one through normal ways, applications. Found one accidentally by hanging out with dudes on a range, and friend of a friend was working for a company, and we started talking. I was like, okay, let's go, let's talk to our big boss and go from there. It is possible. The thing is, your foundational skills, your practical skills, whatever you know how to do, and your communication skills will get you farther and will help you get out of a sticky situation financially. But if you are trying to rely just on that, there is a high chance you will crash and burn. So biggest thing is have a source of income, have something you can pack and take with you. Another big thing is make sure it's future-proof. For me specifically, my foundational skill was content writing and later copywriting. And that was pretty good, and guess what? 7-8 years ago, decent gig. Right now, it's just one of the skills I have to stack on to be competitive, because reality is it doesn't even matter. You can be, let's just say you're the best copywriter in the world, but with you just having copywriting, you will have a much harder time selling yourself. With business owners who are like, oh, AI will do everything. And I mean, AI is useful, but I mean, it's you better know how to copyright. This is what makes AI useful. But you will have a hard time explaining that to a business owner, because again, the assumption is, copywriting, it will be replaced by AI. It supplements by AI, and you're very good. But you need to stack something on top of it. You cannot just be a copywriter. You cannot just be, I am a email marketing strategist. I mean, you might be lucky if you find that job, but in general, you shoot yourself in the foot. And you're not future-proofing yourself. So, must be something useful, of course. Something transferable, something future-proof. And even if it's not future-proof right now, it must be something you can build on top. My specific example. What set me up for success. Content writing, copywriting, general marketing. Decent. I already can wear a few hats. Learned how to use SEO already in our brick. Then more of a marketing strategy, how to make a plan, what works, what doesn't. Then added the ability to do lead generation, building lead lists, setting up campaigns. Already had a copywriting skill on a log, so I can actually write quality emails. Already something. Can be a separate profession for some places. Then I actually moved into sales. Sales with talking to people directly, like a closing type of role. Once I accidentally stepped into setting, played it, not a fan. Plus, many sales positions, it's like, bruh, it's a scam. Not waste my time with it. It's a skill. It's a skill I can use and I can combine in various ways. So what I have right now is I can be just a regular marketer in a trench, doing the actual grunt work, infantry work. I can do a higher level thing, because I already done it for work for some startups, of doing like overall, how are we putting ourselves in front of our people. I can just learn the whatever offer of some online guru and start selling it. All of those skills I can use and combine in various ways. And funny enough, those types of skills, even with no money right now, let's just say I don't have projects, I don't have work, I just have those skills, are much more useful than having some money but no skills. Because again, it's one of those things which you can always use to set yourself up for success and to actually make sure you survive. Even communication skills, forget everything, communication skills. I have seen people who, despite having less competences because of their communication skills, manage to get a job where they can actually survive. That's a big thing. So, set yourself up for success. At least have some parity of a destination where you want to do, because again, it's impossible to have a perfect plan for next decade. Odds are it's not going to work because things are changing rapidly. But you have a foundation, you have something trickling in. Then you know what, you are not sleeping at a wheel, just being relaxed. It's okay, I'm doing my closing gig, it's fine. I mean, it's and I'm in sales and communication in general, because I mean, if sales for you it's more like a high quality communication with understanding of psychology, that will feed you forever. If sales is memorizing lanes, memorize specific lines, and memorizing some weird tonality because guru told you, you will be a robot. And to be honest, it's kind of like, why are you learning that if you're just playing memorize a Shakespeare play? That's a long-winded way to say have a general direction, learn monetizable skill, learn skill you can build on top, and have a general idea what you can do in case plan A doesn't work, in case plan B doesn't work. Because if you want to, you know what, I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move to South America with $3,000 in my pocket. You can do it, and it will be an adventure. I can guarantee that. But your chances of actually sticking around are low, because when you see your typical success stories, well, first of all, most people are lying. Most people are lying. I think it's very rare when people will say, you know what, I tried to move 3 times, I failed miserably because of reasons A, B, and C. Usually, oh yeah, you can do it because this is what people click on. Feel free to take your free grand and move somewhere and test it, but be prepared that it's going to be an adventure. And you will have to come back, possibly borrowing money from your parents because you ran out of your own. Just the reality.